Hello, and welcome to this very special presentation of Queensland Ballet's The Nutcracker, brought to you by our wonderful partner, Suncorp. I'm Li Xing, Artistic Director of the Queensland Ballet and known as Miles' Last Dancer. You are about to watch one of the most beloved and magical ballets ever created with the iconic music by Tchaikovsky. The Nutcracker is a Christmas classic. The story about a little girl called Clara embarking on this magical journey through the land of snow and kingdom of sweets on Christmas Eve. This ballet is very special to me as it was the very first ballet I ever performed when I went to the West about 40 years ago. And this production you're about to see is my return to stage after 18 years. To get back to the performance condition was absolute hell. It was painful, it was agony, but it was all worth it. In the ballet, I play the role of Dr. Drosselmeyer. He is a mysterious man full of surprises. We start the highlights of the Nutcracker in the land of snow when Clara meets the Snow Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you the Nutcracker.
Lucy Green and I'm a principal dancer here at Queensland Ballet. I look a little bit different right now without the tiara and the makeup on, but I just danced the role of Snow Queen that you just saw. For me to become the Snow Queen, it probably takes about an hour and a half to get fully ready. It's quite a process. It is time consuming, and I really enjoy it in the sense that when you put on your makeup and do your hair, it feels like you're kind of shedding who you are and you're becoming the character. So it really puts you in that right headspace. It gets you all excited to get out on stage. It makes you feel like someone new again. Coming up after the break on Christmas in July, the Nutcracker, we'll meet the next generation of performers and you'll get to see the stunning Arabian dance. See you soon.
Hello, welcome back to Christmas in July, the Nutcracker. I'm Olivia and I won the Queensland Ballet and Suncorp Dream Big competition in 2014. I used to live on a farm at Bringalilly. It was about 3 hours drive from Brisbane, but because of drought, we had to sell it. The way I entered the Dream Big competition was when Dad was hand feeding cattle, my brother and my sisters and we went out and we were on the hay and we were making performances. And we really wanted to go and see Nutcracker, but because it was drought, we couldn't because there wasn't enough money and everything. And then Dad found this competition and we entered one of the photos of us dancing on the hay bales. And I won. And so then I got to go and dance in the Nutcracker.
We support the Dream Big initiative because it is a great opportunity for kids not only to showcase what they can do, but also really showcase the communities they live in.
I remember sitting backstage and watching it and just thinking how magical it was, and for days afterwards I couldn't think of anything else. And then when I met all the people, they were just so lovely and really made me love ballet even more. Ever since I won the Dream Big competition, this has just been my dream. Last year, I auditioned for the Academy and I got in. And so then we started doing this journey down 3 days a week for me to follow my dreams.
Without the generous support such as Suncorp and our wonderful partners, supporters, and donors, we can't possibly dream as big. We can't possibly perform the kind of magic, the world-class productions we're doing today.
In 2020, with so much change and disruption going on in our lives, it's really, really important that we stay connected to our communities and supporting our communities.
It's time to return to the Nutcracker. We pick up the story after Clara and the Nutcracker Prince have journeyed to the Kingdom of the Sweets. While Clara eats treats, she is entertained by a number of different performances. One of these is the beautiful Arabian dance. Coming up after the break on Christmas in July, the Nutcracker. It's the incredible Go Pack, and we celebrate 60 years of the Queensland Ballet.
Welcome back to Christmas in July, the Nutcracker. My name is Vito Bernasconi and I'm a soloist at Queensland Ballet. So Queensland Ballet performs in Brisbane at QPAC usually, but we do a fantastic tour which we call Tutus on Tour, where we get to travel all around regional Queensland to different cities and perform our productions there. Whenever we go to these regional venues, the audiences lap it up. The performance that you're about to watch is Go Pack, which I've performed on several occasions, and it is a fiery piece. It takes so much energy. We have to be incredibly fit to maintain that stamina from the very, very beginning of when we start to the very, very end when the curtain comes down. Coming up now is Go Pack, the Russian dance.
Queensland Ballet is 60 years old, hard to believe.
I'm so proud to be a member of Queensland Ballet in its 60th year. I feel the company has such an incredible history.
In 1960, our founder, Charles Lisner, started Queensland Ballet with 11 young dancers.
Well, once a ballerina, always a ballerina. It's embedded deep in your soul, and I will be a ballerina till the day I die. To think how parochial and how tiny it all was back then, and now it's growing, and I'm just very proud and touched and humbled to be a part of it.
What I'm most proud of Queensland Ballet today is we respect tradition. We honor the classical ballets, but as well as dare ourselves to push the boundaries. We have just completed a visionary project, the Queensland Ballet Academy at Kelvin Grove, and it's $12 million the state government has helped us to build. And this is truly a world-class talent development facility right here in Queensland. And we're in the middle of a massive renovation of our Thomas Dixon Center, where it hosts a theater and 6 incredible dance studios.
You're watching Christmas in July, the Nutcracker, proudly brought to you by Suncorp. After the break, the stunning Waltz of the Flowers. But now, a piece that many of you would know very well, the Dance of the Mirlitons.
Thank you for being a part of Queensland Ballet and Suncorp's very special presentation of the Nutcracker. I'm Mia Heathcote and I'm a senior soloist with the Queensland Ballet. Here I play the role of Clara. So playing Clara is a really fun role. She's bubbly, she's young, she's excitable, and she goes on an incredible journey. So I was really lucky in this show that I got to share the stage with Lee. It added that extra bit of magic. So Queensland Ballet organised a special project for all of us when we were working from home. It was called 60 Dances, 60 Stories. And my partner and I created a piece for this that was a really lovely experience for us to create together. We recorded our piece actually in the car park of the outside of my unit. For me, ballet is an extremely special art form as we're able to portray a story or a feeling through movement. And that, coupled with the music, is an extremely magical thing. The scene you're about to see is one of my favourites. The costumes are simply stunning. It's the Waltz of the Flowers. Enjoy.
I'm Nolene Hill. I'm the head of wardrobe and resident designer. I guess you could say that making magic is what myself and my team do in bringing the costumes to life. The costumes for the Nutcracker were designed by Desmond Healy, who is a multi-award-winning designer. All of the costumes take a long time to produce. However, one of the costumes which is maybe not so radiant and a little bit scary are the rats, the Rat King and the rats. They took a month to make one costume. The tutu, every little girl's dream. Easy to make? No. Weeks and weeks to get to the final beautiful product. First of all, we have to create those multiple layers of skirt and then add the embellishments, the trims, the sequins, the magic that goes into bringing all of those elements together so it just is radiant on stage. And now, after the break, another magical moment featuring the Sugar Plum Fairy.
You're watching Christmas in July, The Nutcracker, presented by Queensland Ballet and Suncorp. My name is Joel Woolner, I'm a senior soloist with Queensland Ballet, and I perform the role of the Nutcracker himself in this season's production. Performing the Nutcracker is a huge challenge because you have a huge mask on your face. It's difficult to see and it's very difficult to breathe out of. There's been times where the stage is quite dark and there's been a lot of collisions with rats and toy soldiers in the rehearsals. Being on stage with Lee was so unique. He's been in retirement for quite a long time, and to see him actually dance on stage, it was just incredible to see his dedication and work ethic. And now to a character almost everyone knows, the Sugar Plum Fairy. Here she is performing the Grand Pas de Deux in Act 2 with the Nutcracker Prince. Enjoy.
am Victor Esteves, principal dancer with the Queensland Ballet. In this production, I play the role of the prince. A normal day of life for me looks like pretty much, we sort of wake up around 7 a.m. in the morning, and then I go straight on to my breakfast because that's kind of one of the main part of my days. Well, while I'm in the car driving to work, I like to listen to some classical music. It kind of set me up in a very nice and relaxed mood to start the ballet class. And then I get into my full ballet routine where I just either go to the gym for a little bit or go to the studio and do a good 20-30 minutes warm up, getting my body ready to start the day. Then we go into ballet classes for an hour and a half or sometime an hour and 50 minutes. And then the whole lots of rehearsals starts throughout the day. So yeah, I guess our day looks from 10 a.m. in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, becoming 8 hours a day of training. And to be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. We hope you enjoyed the highlights of the Nutcracker. We will be back with more after the break.
When we dance and we are outside of the theater, it's such a different environment for us to see people surrounded by the stage and enjoying the performance. Is a very special occasion. Yeah, to see little girls and boys' faces and families enjoying the ballet together is just wonderful. I am Yanela Piñera, I'm principal dancer with the Queensland Ballet. I'm performing the role of the Sugar Plum Fairy in the Nutcracker. I was born in Havana, Cuba. I started ballet when I was 4. I was part of one of the television shows for kids, and I did the audition for the ballet school when I was 8 in Havana, and I started my journey at the school very young. Being the Sugar Plum Fairy is just magical. Every time I get to perform this role, I'm just living a dream, because it's all girls a dream. And wearing that beautiful tiara, wearing the most beautiful pink sparkling tutu, it's such a nice feeling. Time for one more performance by the Sugar Plum Fairy. By me!
We hope you have enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look at the Nutcracker, meeting the cast and crew. It's a ballet that delights families every Christmas, a magic tale more than 100 years old. Thank you for watching. Now I will leave you with the finale of the Nutcracker.